Hello friends! Welcome to Squared Plans. I'm Stephanie and today we're going to be setting up our horizontal spreads for the next week in December. I've got these sticker sheets here ready to go, as well as these washi tapes that I plan to use, and also these sticker books that I pulled from. Okay, so this is the second week of the December Planable Challenge, and this week's theme is cookies and cocoa. So if you'd like to participate, go ahead and post your spreads up on Instagram using the hashtag PlanableDecember2020. We'd love to see what you come up with. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and lay down some wax paper here and just get things all set up so I can lay this guy out. I use primarily the Merry and Bright sticker books for this spread. Had a bunch of these really cute cocoa cups in there, and I thought that would be perfect for cookies and cocoa. I was going to pull in some cookies from my food sticker book, but I really liked this kind of red, pink, and black color scheme a lot, and the cookies just were really not fitting in with that. So I decided to just pull a couple of cute snowman cookies to classify this as a cookies and cocoa spread, but really it's more about the cocoa and the color scheme. I've pulled, like I said, pretty much all of the stickers with that black mug in particular and the pink mug that fit in the color scheme from the Merry and Bright sticker book. I have both the regular size and the mini that I picked up recently at Joann's, and really happy I did. They're perfect for this time of year. I also pulled a giant long box, as you can see there, and I thought that would be a nice anchor point for all the things I have to do in these coming weeks. I've been a very busy bee lately, and I just have a to-do list a mile long. It's almost to the point where things don't fit on my spread, and I'm, having to do supplemental pages just to get all of the items down somewhere in my memory bank. So I thought that that would be a nice addition this week to have just a long weekly list of to-dos and just write those down in the long box. I also pulled a couple of colorful boxes for a few focus boxes, but because I have that long box, I didn't pull as many as I normally do. Just a few, and then there'll be some areas where I think there'll be room for little focuses on the spread around the decor on each day. So I have plenty of room for those highlight items that I like to have. And the methodology I'm using here is just really visual interest. I'm not following any rules that I normally set out. I have a video about 10 different layouts. This really doesn't follow any of the spreads that I show you guys in that. It's definitely more just laying things down by feel and how things feel balanced. And I think it works in the end, actually. I was pretty happy with the result, and I think the main reason is because of the color scheme. Limiting the color scheme can really help a layout feel cohesive, even if it's kind of hodgepodgey and having things all over the place. If you limit the colors, it definitely just brings everything together in a way that creates order out of chaos, if that makes any sense. So I think not adding the cookies was a great idea, so I didn't have that extra visual disruption on the page, especially with the color. The color scheme here really does help keep everything balanced. I am also trying my hand at some sticker layering. Sticker layering is not that natural for me. I kind of have to practice at it, I guess is the best way to say it, and try different things before I feel like I do a good job. I am trying to channel my inner Catherine over at Planogram on Instagram. She is a layering master. Just trying some things out. Hopefully I can get to something that I feel comfortable with and looks cute and all that good stuff. So just working that out. Trying to spread the color around the spread as well. I have lots of pink tones, so I am trying to keep them from being too clustered together. I'm also using points of black more as an accent around, as well as the red. So there's a lot of pink and then less of the black, but the black is so strong that it is dominant on the spread. And then the red is kind of actually more the final accent color. I pulled that Giant Joy from the winter sticker book as well as the holiday cheer, and I think those were the main things that came from that book. Now I'm going to lay in some washi, and I pulled quite a few, but I don't end up using all of those options. I'm starting off with some scalloped kind of header washi, which I think will work nicely spread around. I'm just trying to find a good spot for it. Washi is another one of those things that doesn't actually come natural to me. I definitely have to work at it to make it feel cute. But I think I did a pretty good job on this spread. I'm really happy actually with the way this guy turned out. It took me a little bit to figure things out, but overall I really like the end result. And I'm trying not to overlap that scalp washi over anything important, so just trying to be careful on where I place it and how long it is, and I want to make sure I have enough room for everything on my spread. And I don't know, thinking I need something there on the Sunday. I'm gonna go ahead and look into my book and see if I can find anything that fits what I'm looking for. Mainly looking for a quote, kind of like the one I pulled that said "have a cup of cheer" in pink. However, the sticker I pulled above it says the exact same thing, so I ended up not using that quote. But I feel like it needs a little something here. And yeah, as you can see, I just didn't like that duplicate "have a cup of cheer." Just gonna go into all of the sticker books and see if I can find something else that would work. And then I thought I'd found a black snowflake, but actually it's navy blue, so we put that back. And actually that would have been kind of cute if it was on white. I put it on gray. I hate that when there's a background kind of forced upon you from a sticker. So that didn't work. And then I thought that would be cute too, but because I have the scallop there for balance, I didn't want to use that. Thought maybe this giant version of the candy cane, but that was just too big. The struggle is real right now. I was like, what am I going to put here? The candy cane was just a little too awkward, so even though I kept trying it, it was just an awkward shape for carrying a spot there on the planner. So I just decided maybe I will ignore that space and put some washi around and see if that helps it feel like I don't need anything there. So got this fine dot washi here. I don't remember where this came from. I want to say it was in a Happy Planner tube of washis, but I don't really remember. If I can find the link, I will put it down in the description below, along with any other materials I can find from this spread. If this is the first time you've watched me do a plan with me, I include all of the materials down in the description, along with links, so you can check out the products and see if it's something you want to purchase. Did a little washi layering I'm pretty excited about because I, again, don't feel that confident with washi, so we'll see how that came out. And then I just picked up the full 100 set of Arteza Twim markers. I'm just going to say Twim because I don't really know how to pronounce the name of it. Basically, they're dual tip markers, but they have a really fine brush tip on one side and a really fine point tip on the other, which I love. I've been using the 48 count for a year, and some of them are getting a little bit rough and rugged, so I decided to go all in with the 100 pack, and I'm so glad I did. So many more colors that I can use here on my spreads to add a bit of color. And then also I'm going to be using it in my faith planner, so I love that. I just wanted to bring that to your attention, and the link to that will be below in the description as well if you are interested in those markers. They are great, highly recommend. And I'm going to cut around these little snowmen cookies so that they don't get muddled by the swoosh of the holiday cheer. Because they're both clear, I didn't want that to be behind them. I wanted them to look opaque next to that holiday cheer quote. So I just cut that out, and now I am dropping it in. I'm also using my Jelly Roll whiteout pen to help kind of pop the straw, or I don't know if that's a straw or a candy cane, off of the mug and make it stand out from the line behind it. And pretty much everything else I'm just moving over as it was. I'm aligning this scalloped washi right up against the black line. I want it to look like it's part of the line and not an extra thing. So that's what I did there. And the rest of these I'm just laying in pretty much where I had them on the wax paper. There is always a bit of adjustment when I actually move it to the page, but pretty similar format in general. Also going to go ahead and trim off these snowflakes so they look a little bit more organic to the spread. And now moving on to the next page. I like to start with the items that have a defined place on the spread so that I can put the stickers that are a little bit more free-floating in almost the exact same places I have them on the wax paper when I can. And that all looks good. Makes me happy when the stickers are layered and all come up at once in a little grouping. Makes placement so much easier. And I just trim that scallop a little bit so that it would have a clean edge up against the box. I'm going to drop in a few more stickers and do some trimming here on the corner. Try to reuse this piece too if I can. And just laying that in. And we've got all the stickers in. I'm just going to clean up a little bit and do the check boxes with the twin markers I just pulled. And I'm using the red and the pink. Once I decide on what color I'm going to use here for the red, we will be done. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a thumbs up down below. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye!